Okay then guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we are looking at some new confirmed information for Hogwarts Legacy, and we seem to be getting loads of snippets of little bits and bobs here and there for this game, and it just seems to be making me a little bit more intrigued every single day. So as of right now, we have had the most recent post from Hogwarts Legacy over on Twitter. But before we get into that, if you'd be so kind to smash the beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on, it'd be greatly appreciated. With that being said, let's take a look at what they said. So right here on the Hogwarts Twitter, we can see that actually there was the latest post right here. Now this post is very intriguing, and the main reason is because it confirms something quite large. The hustle and bustle of Hogsmeade can be reached quickly by foot and even quicker by Fluflame. Now I'm going to try and avoid to say that as much as possible, because realistically the tongue teaser on its own. But this right here is an absolutely massive piece of information. Now we obviously know how these sorts of things work with games like Elden Ring and Horizon and stuff like that. We've seen this mechanic quite a few times. But how is it that this is going to operate? Essentially what the Fluflame location spots do is they are teleportation areas. Just for you guys who don't know the lore behind Harry Potter, the way that Fluflames actually work is you have some powder per se, and you have to throw it down onto the Fluflame, state where it is that you want to go, and it will take you to that location. Now how frequently these things are going to show up, how many of them are going to be in each location, we'll have to wait and see. Whether it is that you are just going to be able to jump from Fluflame to Fluflame, which yes was harder to say than I care to admit, is yet to be seen. Also, how these will work is actually going to be relatively crucial to the main story of this. Now obviously we know that J.K. Rowling is nothing to do with this game, therefore the Harry Potter lore itself doesn't really have to be interpreted too heavily into this, but it is still something which is absolutely huge. The green flame will then bust over you and be able to send you to a different location. Now, how frequently are we going to see these? We have games like Elden Ring, which have them in numerous locations. Some locations hold maybe 4 or 5, depending on how big they are. And with us knowing that this world is absolutely vast as hell, we know full well that there is going to be a fair amount of them. As to how many you'd have in one location, like Hogsmeade, maybe we're going to have 2, maybe we'll have 3. That is yet to be known. Also, on top of that, how are they going to work as far as being able to be utilized? Are we able to just go from Fluflame to Fluflame very quickly? Are we going to be able to just do it free of charge? Or are we going to have to utilize utilities like the Fluflame Dust? Are we going to have to purchase that? Are we going to have to utilize the amount of teleportations we can have? Obviously, we know a lot of things, such as the traveling around this place, and we know that we can fly, we know that we can run, we know that we can ride around in carriages, beasts. There's all sorts of things that we're able to fly around on. These Fluflame things are pretty damn insane though, and actually the fact that it's been notified and practically confirmed about fast travel is actually really out of the ordinary, and it really gets me excited for what's coming on over the next couple of weeks, maybe even the next couple of months, as to how much information they're actually going to provide. Now we already know, as part of the video that we made earlier on today, if you haven't checked that, I'll leave the annotation top right in the corner, that there was a movement for the cloak physic. Now that was a small detail and wasn't something which is overwhelming, to say the least. It doesn't really portray much about the game, other than the fact that it's just talking about the way that the cloak physics are and the way that the cloak utilizes the way that it flows and stuff like that. That's the sort of stuff that I expect to see at this point, especially considering that a lot of us are guessing a December 6th release date. This sort of thing is actually confirming parts of the game. So I am definitely going to be keeping an eye out, because I feel like this is but the first of a lot of different things that we are going to be told about. This excites me a lot, and it really leads me to believe that the open world inside of this game is going to be absolutely ginormous. This could be something big, and I'm really hoping that it is. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. Enjoy the Fluflame. Thank you so much again for watching. Appreciate your faces, and as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.